Alright guys, so welcome back to another episode of Film Session. Today we've got part 2, second half of 2019 J4 finals, BV versus Villagerz. Yeah, it's been a good game so far, 6-6 at halftime. Yeah, it's a real tight game. So here we go. Offensively, first drive we got past midfield before he threw the pick six. Second drive we drove it down to the goal line before turnover on downs, and then our third drive we started, I think, in their territory off that pick or near midfield, and we ended up scoring. So yeah, we feel pretty good so far. We probably left a touchdown on the board, and then defensively we were pretty solid. All we gave up was, like I said, that pick six. So we felt pretty good. So okay, this is first play, second half, and it looks like a read option maybe. I don't think this is design. Read option or a midline, maybe a midline option. And a great play, great read by Kova here. Let's see where the mic is. So let's follow the middle linebacker. So it's Chang here. So if it is a read, which I think it is, then the trigger read would be the middle here. And yeah, middle is flowing hard, like this big run gap. So it's just a great play. Picks up, 9 yards or so, almost a first down. Great way to start the half. It's a run here for a minimal gain. Let's watch the blocking. So this guard is pulling. He's in a pass block. Looks like a bubble here, but I don't think he's expecting the ball. He should be driving. He's pulling, so I'm assuming maybe the play was supposed to go wide. And I don't know why we have two guys here. Yeah. I don't know why. That looks like Chi corner. So this is linebacker. So I don't know why we ended up doubling over here, but yeah, that's a big hole here. But they kind of run into us. No one's really run blocking. So this is 3rd and 1 right here. And just a check down. This is a bad snap too. A couple missed flags. This was almost a dangerous throw. Nearly. But they convert. Good job to Kova and the running back there. That's a big play. Off a check down too. This is scary too. It looks like post. Looks like a bubble that turns into a wheel, and then you've got a post and a flat on the other side. But yeah, Gio nearly makes a play on this ball here. Gio's break, man. Look at his break here. He's breaking right now. Split second late. But another good gain. Picks up, looks like 8 yards here. So they got rhythm going here. No huddle. I would too. So I'm reading man here. And this is kind of a broken play. Okay, and we end up getting a personal foul here. Now it gets caught between ball and receiver. And there's a little collision. Justified, rightfully called. I think I would have called that as well. Let's see what happened here though. So Kova doesn't really have a drop back. Kova's kind of flat-footed when he takes his snaps. He's kind of he's facing forward, both feet flat, so he doesn't really have a natural drop back, which is good for him to, you know, which is why he's kind of elusive in the pocket. It's because he's kind of, you know, always on his toes, like literally. So he kind of bails here, reloads, and then bails again, and he finds a check down coming across, and yeah, they get the penalty there. Corey's a monster too. So that's first and goal. Sticks her down. First and goal at about the 9. So we're in man coverage, trailing. And then I don't know where this ball is going. So we come with a stunt here. So this should tell Kova right away that we're in man coverage. But I don't know if any reads were you've got a crosser. I think it's over here, and this guy's under. But we come with the stunt. Luge goes inside. Everyone kind of gets home. Kova gets rid of the ball, but I don't see who he could be throwing to. I don't know if anyone's really going to be open. So the ball's coming out here. If anything, maybe this guy, but this ball would have to be thrown here, and he's got to run it down. Either way, they take the sack. Or incomplete, I should say. Second and goal. Looks like we're in man again. Big run by Kova. But, man, the press is beautiful here. So we get a motion to reset the formation, and Gio sticks this guy. He doesn't get off the line, and he's off the line. He doesn't get off. I think he gets jammed. I think he gets the clean release, and I think he gets rerouted as well. But this one here, I think the motion guy is usually your first read, and I think when Gio kind of sticks him at the line, Kova just bails, and it works out well for him because he goes one-on-one with the safety. But this block here, or this jam here, oh yeah, that's beautiful. Heads up play by Kova. Third and goal. Third and goal here. Looks like we're pressed across the board. Another motion. Miss flag. Great play. Let's watch. Let's see if anyone's open. So we'll start with the left side, and we'll watch the coverage here. Oh, that's a lockdown there. I mean, this guy ends up getting open late, but when the quarterback sees, I'll pause it for you. When he sees this, he's probably looking elsewhere anyway. And on this side, I think they're wearing like a switch combination, but they're probably getting jammed into each other. Let's see. Yeah, great press. And he's got a pivot route coming back across, and that's just great. Oh, they throw a flag there. I mean, let's see. Textbook, you know. I mean, you teach them inside hand to defend the ball. Got your outside hand around the hip or on the hip. And we get flagged for it, but I'll take that all day. That's playing hard. That's a great defensive play. Nonetheless, first and goal from the 1. And false start here. Let's watch the run block. Alright, so it's a pool. It's a trap, I believe. It looks like a trap. So center cracks, guard cracks here, and it's supposed to run down the middle. So it looks like a trap, inside trap, which actually works out very well executed. I don't know where the false start comes from. It might be on the receiver if he's going forward. This guy throws the flag, so. Oh yeah, his momentum does carry him forward. Slightly, enough, I guess. So first down from the 6-yard line. Looks like a timeout. I don't know if that's a official's timeout or a team timeout. But still first and goal. Here goes a compressed formation again. Big sack. So we come with the blitz down the middle. So pre-snap, we are off everywhere. Here's on. Now let's see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the box against 4. So this guard is bailing, so it's essentially 3-on-2 over here. And that's exactly where we get home. So you see Rocky trying to go inside out here. He's essentially gonna block 2 guys. But that's where the sack comes in. Now let's watch the coverage. So we got a flat, I'm assuming flat to the wheel. You're gonna have a post here. And then you've got, I don't know what this is, smash? Out in a corner maybe? Oh yeah, I think that's smash over there. I mean, I think playing off probably helps us here against this combination. But the blitz, Kova looked to bail right away, and then he just ends up taking the sack rather than force the ball. Second and long, looks like another false start. I don't know where it comes from though. Might have been Rocky. Oh no, encroachment. So neutral zone. Probably why Rocky jumped. So after that sack, sack's negated by a penalty. Such a big moment of the game too, so we can't have that. That's bad. That's just good coverage. The blitz gets home again. So Gio does a good job of pressing here. Looks good here, and I think changes come through the weak side here. Yep. So that's your open guy. Press here. He's getting off of he's getting a good release there. But yeah, too much pressure. He's got to get rid of it. All right. So we got strong right. You got a halfback right. We look a little confused here defensively. Oh, and here comes Nah. So we're in man, and there's no press. And that's an easy touchdown there. Great route. Mong's a super underrated receiver in my opinion. He's been around the game a long time. The delay on this blitz just took a little too long to develop. But I love the release and the stem inside to take the defender's momentum with them. And he's gonna pivot and swim. And the swim is the move that it's gonna get him open. Because when you swim and over, you cross him over, it's over. Right there, he's gonna swim and release out of it. Great throw by Kova before the receiver even gets out of the break. Ball's already there. Compressed formation, so it's 12-6 right now. And then is this looks like the same play from the first half. So they're running the snag concept again. Stick at the goal line. He's running the corner. I don't know what this route is, but he's gonna run the little stick with the option, and that's where the ball goes. So they probably discuss what went wrong the first conversion play and try to come back to it and fix it here. Hits him in the hands. So should catch it. This is all Lee here. The pressure is solid. He splits a double team, this guy. And Lee hitch steps twice, regathers, and fires on a beautiful ball here. And he's throwing on this break here. I don't know what this route combo is, but the only guy open, and Lee finds him. Swinging on a big play to convert. So 1st and 10. Spacing. I don't know what this play is. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Trying to find. So this is backer over here. So this is the 3 shell. So this whole area is vacated. And I don't know why we didn't have some sort of call to attack that. Regardless, Lee just misses. There's a missed flag, but so we pick up another 7 yards. So again, 3 shell. I think this is the deep third here. I think this is an inverted backer that's gonna squeeze back. I think. That's kind of what, yeah, that's what it is. Way to just find him. That was a big play. So Matt's gonna take Abi 1 to stretch the field. Ming is not gonna be open with this invert, but Lee just does a good job of knowing that Yur's gonna have that vacated part of the field. Throw to the spot, Yur's just gotta get there, and he throws the spot. Yur does a great job of adjusting to the ball. Big conversion there. And then this is the touchdown. This is huge here. this was our player of the year. And we'll break this down. And so coming into the game, I spoke earlier about how there were certain things that we wanted to do that we did not the previous matchups against them, and I emphasize on this. And the biggest one was I wanted Lee to attack Abi, and Abi is a great football player, great corner, but I just feel like we didn't we made it easy on him by not like, you know, forcing the issue. So I said that we were going to attack, and the thing was we want to attack the flats, the shallows early in the first half to eventually be able to set things up later on. And at this point we said we would go ISO, and that we were going to take shots at him, because normally Abi attacks underneath, because I think he feels like he's fast enough to gamble and recover. And so we said that we were going to throw some posts at him, and then later on we were going to set up double moves on him. And you know, we just feel like, and it's not because, I mean, it's nothing against him, it's just that we get him to relax sometimes. And so when, you know, we want to catch him kind of, you know, comfortable, that's when we want to take big shots at him. And this was one of them here. And I think earlier in the first half we actually hit a big one too, and the camera didn't catch it, or the drone didn't catch it, but it was a big double move, and it should have gone for 6. Matt, it was like at least a 30-yard play, and it was a I think it was this big stop and go. We had run 2 posts in a row, and then we knew that if we would stem in and just throttle down hard and take off, that we could catch Abi flat-footed and possibly like jump in another post after we hit him with the post. And we actually converted for a big down there in the first half. I think that was the one that set up Matt's first touchdown. So here I think it was some version of a post corner. Matt actually runs kind of an ugly route, but Matt gets enough separation, and then Lee puts it up where Matt can go up over the corner trailing. And so let's start with the protection. So we get a stunt. He's late off the ball because he's helping reroute slot receiver here, and then it's a slow developing stunt. We're able to recover here. So we got an open guy here, and just big block by Bill. And we throw the post corner. Matt just goes up and gets it. Now we'll focus on the route. So Matt's gonna run. I think it's a post corner, but it's real ugly. It's just enough to get up over, and you know, that's just a great play by Matt, because Abi still recovered. Let's see if Abi. So right now Abi's heads up, maybe slightly inside technique, and there goes that 3 shell again. So in the cover 3, Abi should actually be squeezing outward, because your main job is don't get beat deep. You're deep third. But on this inside cut, Matt's head should be turned anyway, so he can make a better break. Abi is coming down hard, and when Matt's turning, they almost collide here. So at this point now, Abi is trailing, and he does get around too. He's such an athlete, and most times Abi comes down with that ball. Matt just goes up and takes it away. So there's nothing. I mean, Abi played as perfect as he could have, but Matt just makes a monster play. But overall, I mean, it starts with the offensive line as well. So that's a huge play. That's to tie the game there. So I don't even remember if Lee threw an incomplete ball there. So here we reset the formation. I don't know what the hell happened here. So I think it's a false start, inadvertent snap on Alex. Yeah, that was just a bunch of crazy stuff happening there. I think what they're saying is double motion. But Lee was saying they were out of position, and then Lee tried to reset them, and then he motioned one over or to reset into the new formation. And this was just a broken play. I mean, I don't know if Lee bailed, but I mean, you got there, but nothing was there. And this was, Lee should not have thrown this. He threw a cross field. I don't know why you don't take one-on-one here, but he throws a cross field there. 12-all. I think we're about midway through the second half at this point. And so I don't know how he got so open. Let's see. Oh, he got shook, bruh. But it's RPO. Oh, it's gotta be, yeah, it looks like an RPO then. Because O-line is either zone. I don't know if they're designed his zone block. Oh, he's pulling, so yeah. So it's RPO. And he's just wide open. Nice little play. RPO. Picks up like 30 yards, 25 yards. And I want to say we should be roughly like 8 minutes or so in the game. Man, another just wide open. Cover 0? Let me see. Yeah, cover 0. I don't know what Richard's doing. If it's cover 0, he should be manned up here. Yeah, because we're pressing on the outsides. So that's just a blown coverage. Makes it too easy for Kova. Kova's too smart. He'll find that all the time. If he knows where the blitz is coming from, he knows where the vacated part of the field is. And just another... I don't know what's going on here. It looks like zone, but I don't know what they're doing. If it's zone, he should be sitting here, but he kind of chases like it's man almost. I gonna guess. I have no idea, to be honest. I don't know what that is. That's something I'll have to bring up when you guys watch this. BB, someone PM me about what that was there. We gotta figure that out. Actually, don't PM me. I don't care. So there's a flag here. I don't remember what it was. We'll come back to it, but let's watch the play develop here. So at this point in the game, Bill is I moved Bill to offense. I moved the O-line around. Thao went to right guard, and Bill went to left guard. So defensively, I brought in we went to a speed set. So it's all defensive ends at this point, and I'm just rotating them depending on what we want to do, what we want to attack. One-on-ones, we're going to overload. We'll just shuffle the linemen around. So you'll see, like in this play, or you'll see some plays where Luge is at nose. You'll see him on the other side. You'll see Jordan and Chinu rotate within nose too. So here, Chinu's gonna shed down the middle. Oh, it's a hold. That's where it is. That's got to be it right there. But and Gio just gets caught between running quarterback. But I want to see this routes develop. So you got everyone's going. Chip and release. It looks like a drag here. Looks like a drag here. Out. And I'm not sure what that is. But he had this from the get-go. But yeah, that was a big holding call there. That sets them back. Crucial play. They could still first down, I believe, from about the 15. And then a bad snap. Oh no, it's a good snap. I think Kova's got to come down with that. I don't, like I said, I don't know if this stance does him any favors, especially when it's a bad snap, because then he's gonna have to squat every single time, as opposed to just bending over. But I'm not gonna judge him. He's a awesome quarterback, so do what you want, Kova. So now we're looking at 2nd and long, just to check down. And that's food actually coming in, because we had to filter out some guys. And that's old man food coming to help these young kids. So now we're looking at 3rd and 17. So we're looking at its zone. What the hell happened here? False start. I don't know. But that stunt was coming in. Yeah, false start. So looking at 3rd and 22. 3rd and goal from the 22. Man, they really shot themselves in the foot there. Motion over. So it's just a check down. Let's see what happens here. Oh, Lou's just freaking blowing things up here. So this was us putting Luge in at nose now. And you know, usually the idea was that if you put Luge and nose, more times than not, they're gonna expect a stunt. You wouldn't really think Luge is gonna rush down through the middle. So we're hoping that here they're gonna expect a big stunt. So they're gonna, you know, over pursue on that stunt, chase down their blocks. And Luge just goes, but instead here we rush wide and Luge just goes one-on-one with him. And beats him on the first step, crosses over, and it's a wrap. And so on 3rd and 22, Luge forces a check down that actually ends up losing a couple yards. So now we're 4th and goal. And we've got, looks like a 4 shell. And then the blitz gets home. I mean, why wait for the why wait for them to make a play on the ball when you could just go get the quarterback? And so they sent 5 out, means 3's blocking, and we just sent more than more than they can count for. So you're gonna see Na come through. And this game we actually did something different with Na as well. So Na is our honey badger. He's our Tyron Matthew. And more times than not, we send Na in. He just go disrupt the play. But this game, we figured that they're gonna try to account for Na more times than not. So we actually didn't blitz Na too much this game. It was to just make them overcompensate for him. But on this play, we actually did bring him. So I'm sure the whole game they were probably expecting him a little more than than what we did in this game. But we kind of held back on it and picked our shots. It wasn't with us. It wasn't about quantity. It was more of just being precise. When to pick your shots, and this was one of them. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they don't count for them. They don't care. But I mean, that's us trying to play chess and make a couple moves. But here's Na, and it's gonna start outside and then just stunt inside rip. And that's just too easy. I mean, look where the receivers are at this point. They have to go to the end zone here, and when Na makes the play, they're maybe at the 10 only. Yeah, they don't even reach the goal line, so that's just Na being explosive. And so it's still 12-12. I think here we're looking at about, I don't remember to be exact. For sure we're at like 4 minutes or less. I mean, no more than 4 minutes. And so it's a tie game here, and here this is our drive to potentially win this game. So we take a shot, which I don't like here, because I don't think Lee ever realized what coverage they were in. But the protection, Lee had time, so they come in a stunt too, and we do a great job of passing that off to and just handling that. So that's Alex and Bill. Great job there. Dow's got no one to block. I'm not exactly sure if this guy's supposed to be in the contain, but we let him go one-on-one. And then Lee Lee pumps. I think he's expecting to move the safety. And actually, this is a new safety too. We didn't know who the safety was, so we weren't sure of how he would play, how he would manage certain situations. So that was new to us, and that's on me. I should have accounted for that the day before by watching them play a little bit, but I did not. But good job on him for not biting the pump and staying disciplined to his zone. And he nearly comes down with a big play. So credit to him. 2nd and 10. Our clock is still running. We should be like around the 3-minute mark, I think. 2x2 set. O-line does a great job again. Lee makes a couple guys miss. Let's look at the routes. So we got switches. We got a slant. Or was that a post? And an out. That window's there. That might be a little dangerous, but I think Lee's already pulled the trigger here that, I gotta take this. Which I'll never complain with. And it makes a guy miss, so. About 7-8 yards there. And so, okay, so we come back to this. This is 3rd and short. We had called a timeout before this because Tommy cramped. Tommy is our slot receiver. So I made the decision to bring in, this is 3rd and 2. I think this is like, we're close to the 2-minute warning. I bring in Yu Peng, and he's our high schooler. He's, I think, a junior. in high school. She might be a senior. Young kid we picked up, young soccer player, all conference soccer player, and track team. Go Harding, by the way. And so we picked him up, and we've been working him in. And I called this play specifically for him. And this, you'll notice, this is the exact same play that we threw the pick 6 on earlier. But I told Lee, come back to that read underneath. You're gonna pick up easy yards because we're probably gonna Eddie's probably gonna run off the zone coverage. He's gonna back them off, and we're gonna sneak an under route, and it's gonna pick up the first down for us. And Lee throws his ball like it's a 100-mile-per-hour fastball, and the kid makes a great catch just to convert. And if you remember, I was talking way back in the first episode, we talked about how every game there's always one player that you least expect to come and make a big play for you, and I was using that in comparison to monsters. And I said that sometimes what holds them back is that they don't have that 7th or 8th guy on the depth charts or on the roster somewhere that will come up and make a sneaky play within the game. Whereas because they always rely on their top 4 or 5 guys, playmakers, to always come through. And this is one of those plays for us where it's the one guy where you don't expect, and this is him. This is his moment, young 17-year-old kid. And he picks up a big first down for us right here. And this was the read that earlier Lee threw the pick 6 over here when Meng was open. And now we convert this big down one more time. And that, as expected, Eddie's gonna run off in their zone. So this 3 shows inverted cover 3. That's what I'm gonna call it, because he's essentially still the backer. He's just gonna squeeze. So he's deep third, deep third, deep third. And this is the Mike here, who is accounting for, I think it's because, we've hit him with the screen earlier. So now we're kind of forcing him, even though his zone is here, he has to account for that screen now. So he's got to at least shade on this hash. And now because Eddie's running him off, it's going to open up underneath. And the play that it's executed, it's just kind of exactly how it's designed. And kind of fortunate. Young kid makes a great play for us. Converts a huge down. We're an empty set again. Great play by Lee. Okay, and so the funny thing is, the year before when we lost, Kova had a similar play where it broke down, he had a huge run. And ever since then, we've always been saying, God, we're going to use this freaking fat ref to help us one of these days. And this was the play. Lee was like, yeah, when I saw him, I knew I was going to use him as a screen to help me. And so Lee does a great job of squeezing through there, using the ref kind of as a blocker at that point. And just like Kova did the year before, huge run before they won the game. And it was just kind of funny how, things ended up that way. But again, that's just great play by Lee there to break things down, make a couple guys miss too. So it's like a 20-yard gain. And so here I think we're about a little over a minute left on the clock, I think. I think this might be the game winner. It's just great awareness. Look at the pocket presence, like never panics, And this is late in the game. So he's gonna play action here. And his eyes are already that way. Poor kid actually runs the wrong route here. So safety actually does a great job, because I think Lee wants to hit this window here. But Lee stays with the play and heads up by ear, just continuing his route and running back line, and Lee actually moves on to a different read and comes back to your. So you see the wind up here. Just great play. Great play by Lee. Great play by your vet. All right, so let's see what they do here. So you've got. It looks like so it's manned up here. When we motion over, so it's manned up here. So it's man across the board with the safety. So his route, he's actually supposed to take a deeper depth to pull this guy with him. And then we're going to sneak Matt along this goal line here. And then they take away the first read. And safety is just trailing at this point. And perfect placement of the ball, man. Back line. I mean, just perfect ball. An old reliable year, just gets his both feet in bounds, possession catch, falls into the crowd. So 18-12. And then oh my god. I don't even want to watch this play. Yeah, we're not even going to discuss this play. Oh, yeah. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just say I've had that play saved for about 5 years now with Mike. Before the NFL ran it, before the Eagles ran it, before Tom Brady ran it. We call it, we have a specific name for it because it was it was from a college game in about 2012 or 2013, and we took it from there and we kind of put our own little flavor on it, and never found an opportunity to use it. And sure enough, the freaking NFL goes and uses it, and now everyone knows the play. But we tried to run it, didn't work. Alright, sorry about that rant. So here's Villagerz. So I think the situation is it's about 40 seconds roughly. I think they have 2 timeouts. But here we go. Solid gain here, about 9 yards to get them going. Oh man, great break by Chang here. And so, like I said earlier in the video, Chang is playing middle linebacker for us. He's, I think, 18. It's first year in college. When he first started playing with us, when he was like 15, he was actually a safety. Safety here, safety in varsity football. But Chang, over one summer, while he was like 17, he developed a dad bod, and so I moved into, linebacker, kind of shuffled him around, and funny thing was he almost didn't even get to play linebacker this year. But he makes a great jump on this play. Good job, Chang. It's third and about 3 or 4. Third and 3. And just a smart play by them just to get the first little bubble screen. I think they get out of bounds as well to stop the clock. Bad awareness on us. That situation should know to protect the first down marker. And then Luge, man, just doing work. Luge is playing nose again for us here. And again, this time it's going to go the other way. Fake left, go right. Get in there, make the sack. I think they burn a timeout here. Second and long. And a stunt that doesn't look good. And just big open lane for Kova to step into. And the post wheel, the post window, just sneaks it in there. Great catch. All hands. We miss a flag and he gains some yards. The drone cuts out at the last play there. But we're going to finish up on this video by Vichai Films on YouTube. This is the rest of the game here. And this is that big play down the middle. And so they burn a timeout here. I believe Villagerz has one left. It's 1st and 10, just past midfield, and we're probably around 30 seconds. And then yeah, Luge gets another big sack here. We're gonna rewind that back, and Luge just goes one-on-one with the nose again. One step and go. And then Luge gets hurt and he has to come off the field here. So we bring Bill in. And yeah, it's just too much time. Great catch by this guy here. All hands. Monster play by Kova. Never gets rattled. Stays calm. Finds the open guy. Throws a great ball. Clock's running. We're ticking. I think we're about 20 seconds. And then I believe it was just the out route, but he's able to convert and more importantly stop the clock, get out of bounds. And we thought the game ended there. The ref comes back and says 1 second left. And I think I ended up taking a timeout. And so the dialogue we had during that timeout was we wanted to originally we were gonna bring Matt in as a safety. We were gonna go too high. Yeah, we had, and I've told this story to some people already, but so we had a lot of people recommending to put Matt in the game. We called timeout, and that was my intent. I was going to put Matt into the game, as we've done all year. Certain situations we bring Matt into the game, but as I went into the huddle and put Matt in, I was, filtering through my mind of who I'm going to take out. And so logically, I was going to take out Chang. Just because we were going to keep two back. We were taking one backer out. We were going to keep Na because we wanted to, I wanted to blitz Na. And then Fu's the other backer, but Fu's, he's great, in coverage as well. So I didn't want to take Fu off the field. So logically, Chang was going to come out. But before I could even make that move, Chang looks me right in the eye. Like, Mike was in the huddle with me. There's a few other guys. Matt was in there. And Chang's like, no, we're good. And I just had this epiphany where, just looked him right in the eye. And I was like, all right, scratch all of that. I was like, Matt, you're back out. All right, Chang, this is on you. Chang, I let him have his moment. All right, Chang, I was like, just make sure you guys don't give up a big play. Anything, keep it in front of you. If you have to PI, we'll take that over anything else. And I told him, I was all right, you're gonna call the play. I'm gonna put it in your hands because I trust you. And I had a little moment with Chang after the game. He thanked me for giving him the opportunity, but yeah, it was just one of those. It was the right thing to do. One of those in the moment. So here, I believe we are still in a 2 shell, and we just send 4, I believe. But our stunt, this was bad on us. We didn't discuss the stunt, and it developed bad. We should have flushed, Kova out to his to our right, his left. But of course he gets gets out of the pocket and gets a throw on the run here. So here's the play. And we'll bring that back. I think it's just deep crossers, because you got a deep drag right here, and I think the other two, they run like they just run like a switch route, and it's pretty much just 4 verts at this point, with maybe 2 guys in the middle just running a deep crossers. And Kova does a great job of giving just someone a chance. And yeah, I mean, Roger goes up, gets the ball, but you know, if he just had maybe another I'd say, you know, yard, if even a yard, half yard, he probably would have landed inbounds. And you can actually see the film that yeah, so what they did was the refs cleared everyone out. And that's the back line right there. They cleared everyone out just so they could see it. And yeah, man, if Roger just, I think Fu gets a hand on the ball, and Roger just goes up and takes it away. But you can see here his momentum is already well out. But it was a nail biter down to, they say, to the last snap, and it literally was. This was 1 second when the play started, 1 second on the clock. And yeah, man, just crazy how that ends, you know. And yeah, it's just, then everyone just kind of goes crazy. So that's how 2019 J4 Finals ends. Nail biter down in the end. Final score 18-12. Yeah, crazy epic game on all levels. And you know, some people are like, you know, some people, you know, very lucky to win it once, but I was fortunate enough you know, to win it 3 times. But you know, I honestly feel like I won it for the first time twice, if that makes sense. The first time I won it, you know, it was with the older guys, and you know, that was the pinnacle for us. You know, that's what we set out to do when we were young, and to get there, you know, it was the ultimate feeling. But then in 2015, when, you know, overnight in 2015, the whole roster reset. You know, guys were halfway in, halfway out. Most of the guys you see in this video here, they were in high school or not even on the team, you know. And you know, to go through that phase, that transition, and then 2017 finally handing the reins over to Lee, and then losing 3 J4 finals in a row. 2016 with Mike, 2017 with Lee on the turf fields, and then 2018 losing to Villagerz, and then 2019, 4th year in a row for us. Lee's 3rd year of quarterbacking, and it's his 3rd year in the J4 finals. And to finally do it for these guys, you know, it was the first time again for me. It was, you know, got that whole experience again, and yeah, very humbled and blessed. And you know, these guys battled through a lot. I mean, you can see our defense is very undersized. We're not big at all. Our D line's probably one of the smallest D lines in the league, and yeah, just, you know, it's just about playing together, playing with heart, and playing hard. And yeah, it was a big moment for us, for them, to get that off their backs. And it was cool to have, you know, my veterans there, because in the video you could probably see Mike, Flash, Lang, and Appleseed, Primetime, Jim, you know, Peter. There's a bunch more guys, and everyone's from the old generation, some of the originals from 2006. They were still there to support these guys. They still, you know, open arms, they open their homes to these guys, you know, and it's like, yeah, man, it's truly something special with our guys. And so yeah, they get to put their stamp in the record books. You know, big transition with Lee, you know, like to see what he's gone through from playing safety to not wanting to play quarterback. He did not want to play quarterback for us, and I had to make some promises. I had to put in extra time with him, and it was all him. I mean, he put in a lot of work. He's dealt with his own things as well, but you know, to finally have some things go his way is pretty cool. And then yeah, like, you know, a lot of other guys too. Gio, you know, one of the guys that we got when he was 16, 17, and to see him, you know, all these guys actually. At one point, most of these guys were on our team were 15, 16, 17, and then most of them are at that point age where they're about 20, 21, 22 now. It's, you know, come full circle, so it's really awesome. But yeah, that's, you know, it's their first, but as a team, this is our third J4 championship, and super cool. And then after this tournament, we go on to Wasso. Ended up splitting for first with 3 other teams because weather related. We ended up winning Labor Day. And then, yeah, that's a wrap on our season there. As for Villagerz, they after this game, they went to Wasso. They were part of that split for first. And then, you know, I think they kind of rode off into the sunset. They've been together a long time as well. You know, I remember seeing them for the first time many years ago. Yeah, they were a bunch of scrawny guys and young kids who displayed a lot of heart too, you know. And so it's pretty cool to kind of see them come up and you know, go the distance. They went, chased their dreams and won their J4. So that was pretty cool as well. And I've got to become pretty close with a handful of those guys. So it's really cool to, you know, to see their journey through Mount Flag football. And then, you know, I'm sure we'll see some of those guys around on the fields. I still believe that they should, and I still believe they will be back because there's just too much talent. Like, regardless of how old they may feel or whatnot, or even without, you know, but even less dedication as before, like, they still have what it takes to be a champion. And I hope they don't, you know, throw that away, because I've always felt like with us, BV, like, we could have had maybe another couple years left with our guys, but they collectively as a group decided, you know what, we're good, you know, let the new generation begin, let them, you know, start their journey. But, you know, I've always felt like we could have had a couple more years, but, and I feel the same with Villagerz. I think they can still, and I think they can still do it for longer than a couple years. They're that good. So yeah, man, that's it. That's all we got. This is end of part 2 here. This is 2019 J4 finals, BV versus Villagerz. Appreciate you guys for sticking around, if you stuck around this long. Make sure you guys comment, ask questions. I hope to do a video to, you know, kind of answer a bunch of questions. Maybe do like some of my favorite plays. Maybe do like top 10 plays or something. Yeah, man. So appreciate the support. Give me feedback. Talk about the game. Talk about whatever. I'm down for a conversation. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.